I think they'd have a fun time.
What if you
Yep.
prefer to do yard work for elderly and disabled people in the community?
People actually watch the Dryden one more than anything, because it's like people I know in Dryden. Oh, really? Yeah.
I'd like to help you do some yard work, but if you need that, something. I think that would be great. We could even do it over in the park, but we can do it every summer.
It's gonna be fun on Monday, because I know I'm gonna have to stack the complaint stuff out with them about having all those people in their room, and first going, saying one thing about public comment and trying to go back on it, and like, that was just disgusting. Or Engelman, I'm sorry. Oh, that's right, first you can't show up the best view.
I'd like to call the Dryden Township meeting to order. If everybody would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
April, you want to take a roll call? Here.
Here.
Okay. We will open it up for public time. We'll move on to consideration for approval of the agenda. We have, we're going to cross off D at this point. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. The next item is the minutes from our meeting of March 11th.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes for the meeting of March 11th. I'll second it.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Payment of the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bill.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. We did have, I don't see everything in mine, but we had the report from, part of the report from the ambulance. All right, then we have the treasurer's financial report.
The only thing I have to add to it is I have everything in a safe, nice, secure area, gaining anywhere between 4.3 to 4.5%, so.
Do we have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. And I see that our clerk has finished her first year of Michigan Municipal Clerks Institute. Woohoo! No small feat, huh?
Nice job.
Next on our agenda is the committee report. So first I have the police chief.
Okay, for the month of March, we responded to 312 calls for service. Officers conducted a total of 57 traffic stops for the month and issued 11 citations for various traffic violations. We had 12 traffic crashes. 10 of those were property damage and 2 were personal injury. One driver was arrested for operating while intoxicated. Our officers responded to 15 medical and 2 fire assist runs. We try and help out on those as much as we can. Obviously, we had the structure fire on Sutton Road the end of the month. We responded there in cooperation with the fire department. One thing I want to do say about that impressive what Jeff was able to do with himself there and one hose. He probably pretty much suppressed that fire. I don't know the fire science and the right terminology for it, but he did an outstanding job in keeping that fire kind of contained to one area of the home. And I can honestly say, there's probably heirlooms in that home that those people probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for Jeff. He did a great job. The other people on the fire department did a good job showing up, and then we get great support from Elmont, Attica, and other neighboring agencies and stuff like that. So I appreciate our fire department. And thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
And, our property inspections, we got a lot of those, so we try to get out and do a lot of those. We touched base with about 25 different homes last month, 106 times we checked property inspections. We've been busy searching for qualified applicants for the department. Challenging times hiring anybody in the field right now, so we're working on that. We've had some interviews, working towards trying to fill those positions for a full-time position, and we have open part-time as well. We were able to be successful recently in applying for a grant to the United States Deputy Sheriff's Association. We're able to get through the grant 3 of these ballistic helmets that officers can use for protection on various types of calls, especially ones that involve firearms. Those were valued at probably about $1,800, so it's a good snag on a grant. And thanks again to the Deputy Sheriff's Association. We've been in talks of, like I spoke of last month, with Flockman and Spool cameras. We've been in talks with the village. I would like to explore the idea of having that in the township as well. And they are willing to come out, present via Zoom, via the township meeting, or in person or other means if the township is open to that. I don't know if that's something that we want to explore or not. I know Sue and April have sat in on the Zoom meeting that we had. I think they'd be a good law enforcement tool to secure our community. I mean, I could go on and on about that, but what I'm asking for is just to look into it, to consider seeing what they have to offer. So, and no one, I can meet with everybody individually and we can talk about that. So, but things are looking positive with the village in that regard. I think Metamora Township and the village are moving forward by the looks of it, possibly with something similar. So, does anybody have any question on that?
Pretty cool setup, I've been asking around about it. It's
It's definitely worth a look.
pretty interesting.
The Motorola equipment that we got approved, got ordered, we received most of that for the in-car video and new body cam setup that we have coming. That was received last week, and we're working on now with the people that upfit our vehicles, just work on scheduling and installation, and then we'll have some in-house things to do to get that up and rolling. Prior to the submission of this, we had our lien audit. Not, I'll put it to you this way, very few people get a 100% flying color score on this. It's all but impossible to do, and we probably got the next closest thing. And that's because of that gal sitting right there, Maurice, keeps us very organized in doing that, and I can tell you, her and I have been doing this a while. What is expected as the Law Enforcement Information Network, for anybody that doesn't know, but the securities, the policies, the the intricacies of that network is very safeguarded. And they expect very, very high standard, and for us to be able to do what we did is a compliment to her hard work and her diligence. So, I'd love to sit here and point the finger at me and 15 other people, but it was largely her that keeps us in the right on that, so, thank you. And moving on from that, Sergeant Adam Chestnut, I got a typo there, I don't wanna remote him. He recently got his FAA licensing to operate a drone for departmental use. We've been working kind of in correspondence with the fire department and also Dryden Township, who both have already drone units in place. Those things can be used for missing persons. They can use to investigate crash scenes and a plethora of other things. They've been a very useful tool. A lot of things that we've worked on recently. The fire department having that equipment, we've been in contacts and talks and stuff like that, how we could best use that, because they also have people now licensed to be able to aid public safety in Dryden Township. So, that's all I have.
Thank you, Sean.
We have one licensed pilot right now and another licensed pilot.
I just want to say something to both Sean and Maurice. I know how hard it is to be audited, and thank you guys. You guys, that was probably 100 times harder than what I went through, so it's awesome. Glad it's over with.
One down, one to go.
Okay, move on to the fire department.
We had 33 total calls for the month, 25 medical and 8 fire. They ranged anywhere between one medical alarm, 19 ambulance calls, 1 CO investigation, 1 DOS, 1 fire alarm, 1 field fire, 1 person with mental health problems, 1 odor investigation, 1 personal injury accident, 1 structure fire, 2 suicidal person calls, and 2 wire down calls. Training for the month, we did a walkthrough with Alpha 8, which is our ambulance here in the township, to learn where all the equipment and everything went. We had 75% attendance, 3 excused. On March 13th, we did turnout gear inspection and went over the apparatus. We had 100% participation and 4 excused. On March 18th, we did fit testing. We had 95% participation, 2 excused. On March 20th, we had host deployment. We had 85% participation with 7 excused. We had a total of 110 hours worth of training for the month. MI Technology came out and set up the desktop in the meeting room to help members enter the reports easier. We purchased new batteries for our thermal imaging cameras. Department members were up at the kindergarten roundup at the elementary school passing out fire prevention materials. MES completed the Cascade system maintenance on March 20th. Thumb Alarm updated the communication systems at Station 1 on March 25th. Gem Electric repaired 2 lights in the bay at Station 1 on March 25th. Firefighter Matt Van Dam completed the Fire Instructor 1 course. The Fire Prevention materials were ordered for the upcoming fire prevention at the elementary school. Fire department members completed CPR recertification with the police department last night. Justin Potter has completed his physical, was rehired on the 31st. Keith Theobald's on vacation, but he assured me that as soon as he gets back that he will be getting his physical done. Upcoming events. April 10th, we have wildland fire training. April 13th, we have pancake breakfast and pictures with the Easter Bunny from 8 to 1. April 17th, we have ventilation training. And the week of April 21st is fire prevention at the elementary school. That's all I have.
Thank you. Looks like you guys are busy.
Yeah.
So that was a complete loss of the structure in Sutton?
Yeah, most of the time it is.
Yeah,
But the fire doesn't get the smoke gets, or
the water.
we have the water, we have to go in there and tear down ceilings and walls and make sure the fire doesn't get into the walls and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Nice job. The Easter Bunny, breakfast with the Easter Bunny is this weekend.
Expect to see you there.
I'm working on it.
Gotta get your picture taken soon. Next on our agenda is road work. And, Byron Meyer from Big Barney's is here. He wanted to introduce himself to us. He bought Eisenhurt's, right?
Huh?
You bought Eisenhurt's.
Correct. So my name is Byron Meyer. 2 years ago, so road maintenance out of Leonard has probably been servicing the township for 2-3 decades, to my knowledge. So yes, with the Eisenhart. So at 80 years old, she was ready to retire. So I was fortunate enough, my father and I purchased the business. We're based out of Howell, but we now have our headquarters. We moved out of Leonard. We're over here in Elmont, right on Van Dyke. So about 5 miles away. Mainly, I wanted to come and introduce myself, just being a small business owner in the area, getting to know people like yourselves, because when we're dealing with the counties and things like that, as when I met with Alma, the township supervisor was kind of shocked. He's like, I never get to meet some of the contractors and things like that. But then part of it was also is that at the county level, I'm always, being a small business owner, I'm not here to get rich. I'm here to make a penny, but also try and help out townships like yourselves. So one of the things is that this year at the county level, I had reduced my price to try and keep your business with me. And we had a larger corporation that had come in, kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say cut out everyone, but kind of cut the price against everybody. So I wanted to match that, and that's why I came here tonight, just to kind of talk to you guys and let you know that I'm looking out for the local community where I'm at, where I have a business at. These other companies sometimes are hundreds of miles away that are trying to come in and do work with you. I know that as you guys are looking at your bottom line and your budget, trying to keep it as fair as possible. So that's I just want to kind of put a name to a face and introduce myself. As I said, now owning a business here in the community. I know I sent you a letter. Does everyone have one? I brought copies.
They do
everyone?
have it.
Huh?
They do have it.
Okay, yeah. So I just like I said, really the letter is just kind of just pushing across that I would match the lowest bid that was at the county level. Because I know in Lapeer County, just like Livingston County where I'm at, other ones, the township has that opportunity that a lot of times they'll work directly with the county and let the county kind of take care of that process. I know Jason, who is the local supervisor, is happy to work with you even if you take your own contract on yourself because he's worked with us so long. He's not worried about it because like I said, he's worked with our company for years as it's been. Compared to a new once again, kind of like last year, we had a new contractor that came in that wasn't able to, I guess, do the work properly or whatever it might be, or satisfy your needs. So I just, like I said, once again, put a name to a face, and if anyone had any questions, I'd be happy to talk to you afterwards, or not for that matter.
Well, I think you guys have both the bids there, and I would recommend that we go with Big Barney's for 2 applications of dust control this year. We always do 2, we never have done 3. So, and that's it's approximately around $35,300. It could be a little more, give or take, but not much more.
I make a motion to use Big Barney for 2 applications.
I'll second it.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you for
Appreciate it.
coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we need.
The next item we have is mowing. And I'm gonna recommend that we go with Randy Green for 2 different mowings, double pass, for a total of $12,000. And that's through the road commission, so that's,
And it's 1 late spring and 1 double pass in the
summer, yeah.
I'll make that motion.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Oh, the next thing we have is mowing. Marcus has raised some of his prices a little bit, and I wrote on everybody's sheet what they were last year so you could see it. So first, we're going over the mowing for the township and the different things, and then we'll go over the cemetery stuff, okay? So I think at this point, I would recommend staying with Marcus. He does.
We're happy with the job they do.
Yeah, we are, and, he did, oh, okay, it's not on this one. So, yeah. Yeah, so, I do recommend that, as you can see, he does the township here, the fire department, and at the depot.
I make a motion to accept Marcus as our lawn maintenance for the depot, for the fire department, for the township.
I'll second it.
For his contract.
Probably should be MML.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yes.
April seconded that. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. The next item are the cemeteries, and we have cemetery cleanup, and that's 2,000, and that's the same as last year. And then the cleanup or the cemetery mowing's the same, except he's offered us a 10% discount before, and this year he said he could only go 5. So it would take it down to $4,816.50. And then we've also done, well, we'll do the other 2 cemeteries separately, so.
Motion, to go for the cemeteries, cleanup, and mowing.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Big tree down, oh, it's not our cemetery,
Oh, yeah, it's not ours.
so, it's not our cemetery.
Yeah. drive by all the time. So Dryden Center is 700 and the Boy Scouts on North Dryden is 650. And I would just say we go with the same.
I'll make a motion for that, for the Dryden Center and Boy Scouts as presented.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Maintaining cemeteries, interesting.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. We have, next on the agenda is police resignation for Gary Gorski.
So Officer Gorski's been with us on a part-time basis for a few years now. He retired out of Southfield Police Department, came to work for us part-time. He's actually had a few part-time police jobs all at the same time. Been a good member of our department. He's just looking to wind a little closer towards full retirement, hopefully, and looks to spend more time with his family and life, things like that. So it's really at the stage he is in his life. It's not, I think the man loves law enforcement, but he can only do it so long. So I think he was getting pressured to cut back a little bit. So we just thank him for his time with us. So
I'll make a motion to accept Gary Gorski's, employment separation notice,
I'll second.
effective April 1st.
yep.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. What one is that?
It's a certificate from the state of Michigan on clerks got just that.
Oh,
Stating that Dale did a phenomenal job.
you
Got it
passed your
done.
audit?
Yes. Yes.
Passed your election audit?
Yes.
I kept telling her there's no clerk's jail. Just relax. You're doing a good job. So,
They did a great job and congratulations on all of your dedication, professionalism, and service to your fellow Michiganders.
it's not an easy job.
No, it's very challenging.
They change the rules every day.
And both sides have a little extra. It's been down a little bit, saying, but it passed us.
We're just, we send them a picture back to say thanks. So
So, that's great.
Greg wanted to.
Oh, did you? Okay. Awesome.
Nice pictures.
No, yeah, did you see it, Dick?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that in your packets?
Yep,
Okay.
so, nice job.
All right, anybody else for public time? Okay, we'll adjourn the meeting, thank you.